Hello everyone, my name is Dr. Swara. Now I am going to tell you about the some topics which we had completed in the last week of anatomy. Now we had completed carpal bones, carpal tunnel syndrome, hip joint, shoulder joint, radial nerve, muscles of pectoral region and deltoid. So we had completed that much topic in last week, which is about 60 marks above. Okay, 60 to 75 marks, okay, near about. Now the last week's topic, I think 2 to 3 topics were remain, so we will complete in this week. And now today we will going to study about axilla, and after axilla we will going to see the other topics: cubital fossa, brachioradialis muscle, etc, etc. And in axilla we are going to see their boundaries, base, floor, and what are the arterial supply, and after that we will see the axillary nerve. Okay, so after this video you have to make this and click the photo and send it to me, and you have to explain what you had understand from this video. And if you having any kind of doubt, any kind of query, you can tell me, or you can send me message and tell me over there. So this will be became like this, and join it and try to explain to yourself so that you will be able to understand clearly. So now we are going to see the axilla. So what is the axilla? Axilla is a pyramidal space which is situated between the upper part of arm and chest wall. It also resembles four-sided pyramid like a 3D triangle, which having apex, four wall, a anterior, posterior, medial and lateral, and a base. Now what these things consist of? Some boundaries. So apex having some three boundaries, that is anteriorly, posteriorly and medially. Now we are going to see about the anteriorly. Anteriorly it is bounded by posterior surface of clavicle. Posteriorly it is bounded by superior border of scapula and medial aspect of coracoid process. Now medially it is bounded by outer border of first rib. You can see in the figure for the understanding. So everything whatever had taken the name, you have to see in that picture or the diagram you had drawn. Now we are going to see about the base and floor, or you can say it as the floor of the axilla. Now it is directed downwards and formed by the skin, superficial fascia and axillary fascia. After that we are going to see four walls. Okay, these four walls are anterior wall, posterior wall, medial wall and lateral wall. Lateral wall is in the outer side. Okay, whatever is the lateral is in the outer side. Now in anterior wall there is pectoralis major in front, clavipectoral fascia, pectoralis minor are bounded over there. After that in posterior wall there is subscapularis, teres major and latissimus dorsi below, which is in the downward region of the back. Now we will see medial wall. Now medial wall is bounded by upper four ribs with intercostal muscles and upper part of serratus anterior muscle. The lateral wall is very narrow because anterior and posterior walls converge on it. It is formed by upper part of the shaft of humerus in the region of the bicipital groove and coracobrachialis and short head of biceps brachii. Now it contains axillary artery, axillary vein, infraclavicular part of brachial plexus, axillary lymph nodes, long thoracic and intercostal brachial nerves, axillary fat, and areolar tissue in which other contents are embedded. Now, what is embedded? That is the thing which is present or fixed over there. Now, how you have to learn it? By watching the diagrams, you will be able to learn easily. So, watch the diagram, whatever you are reading in it. Whatever will be the words or muscles, arteries, whatever written over there, you have to watch in the diagram. It will be fixed in your mind as an imaginary that it is present over there. Now, what you have to see is branches of axillary artery. So, there is 3 parts, or you can say it as it is divided in 3 parts, and there are 6 arterial supply over there. So, first part having 1 arterial division only, second part having 2 arterial divisions, third part having 3 arterial divisions. In this way, you can remember these things. Now, first part having superior thoracic artery. Now, how you have to remember is it is in the superior direction, that is in the upper direction, okay, and in the thoracic region. So, it had got the name that is superior thoracic artery. After that, in second part, there is thoracoacromial artery or acromial thoracic artery. So, there is a coracoid process from where the pectoralis minor is coming. Okay, so there in that region there is lateral thoracic artery and thoracoacromial artery. Okay, so acromio is supplying to the acromial side. Okay, that's why it got the name that is thoracoacromial artery. After that, there is third part, which is, and another artery is getting rounded to the humerus. You can see in the figure, the humerus is rounded by the 2 arteries, that is anterior circumflex humeral artery and posterior circumflex humeral artery. Regarding this portion, so just learn it out. Okay, and in the next session we will going to see about the axillary nerve, what are the relation, courses, etc, etc. Okay, so I am repeating again that if you having any doubt, if you won't be able to understand what I had said in this video, you can message me. Okay.